Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Maplewood. Good morning, International Falls. Good morning, Oak Harbor, Washington. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and Murray's House of Meats Employee of the Month, Kendall Mark.
Bacon, ham, what do you want?
Pastrami,
Yeah.
corned beef, chicken. Can I tell you, and I don't know, they ain't paying me, but I'm just going to start this right away with this.
Okay.
Listen to the meats. You know what I'm really loving lately? Jersey Mike's.
The sub above?
Is that their slogan?
Yeah, I think so. They're the sub above.
Look, they ain't paying me. I don't think they sponsor our show. I don't know. Our salesperson Pam Silverman will be on the phone in 2 seconds. You can hear dialing right now. But I am loving the Jersey Mike's.
Pray tell why.
I had never been there, and then we went there a couple times. The staff is so nice.
Oh.
Not that they're not nice in other sandwich shops, but they're really, really nice at the St. Louis Park one. They're so friendly, and they're just good sandwiches. And sometimes, don't you just want a good sandwich?
You do.
You just want a good sandwich.
Are they toasted or not, or can you choose?
Thank you for asking. I do prefer the hot one. There's like a chicken chipotle. I get without mayo. You know, I don't want the trainer yelling at me, but I don't know. I know random, but I just thought they're just really good. And half the time we complain about things.
Yeah.
And these people are really nice. The employees over there are, well, speaking of complaining about things, our executive producer, Jeff, is back, and we're grateful for him being back. And he was cracking us up. We were in our meeting. And Jeff and I are the same way in this way. Sometimes we just get something stuck in our craw. Like just something just bothers us. Just, you know, and we
You
just.
don't say.
Yeah, no, never.
That never happens to either of them.
No, I never, right, Kendall? I never get irritated at little things, do I, Kendall?
No, for hours.
But we're in the middle of the meeting today. We're in the middle of our pre-show meeting, and executive producer Jeff goes, you know what drives me crazy? People that cheers food. And all of us, even director Leo, and again, Leo, we counted one time, he says 52 words a year. 52. He went, what? Like he starts, he goes, I've never seen people toast food.
Yeah.
Jeff said it's all over TikTok. For instance, like if there's two people holding a chicken wing, they go like this, cheers. Have you ever cheersed food?
A donut.
You've cheersed a donut?
Well, yeah. You know, you get the donut from the counter, and the other person picks their donut, and you're like, ooh, which donut's better? Oh, cheers. And each donut.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever cheersed food.
But that's it.
I cheers pull tabs. When we divide out the pull tabs and we go, okay, good luck, cheers, because it's a superstition thing. Because if we don't, it's like it's a tradition.
Oh.
But that doesn't drive me crazy. But then Jeff showed, because none of us believed him, he had to show us proof on the TikTok. And there are a lot of food toasting going on at the TikTok.
Do they do it with like salad forks?
Everything. Pizza, burgers.
Oh, how does the pizza work? Flap.
And in this day and age, shouldn't we really be touching each other's food?
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
But on that note, I have a food-related little thing that's new that drives me crazy. Would you like me to tell you?
The floor is yours,
Thank
literally.
you. On the weekends, you know, I have a new little endeavor. You can go look on my socials about that. But I help serve food sometimes. And this is my new little pet peeve. I go to bring the food to the table, and I'm like, hello. And then I go, and I'm like, okay, you have this. You have the French toast. And they just look at me, and they don't move the silverware. You know, the table is full. They don't move stuff so I can set the plate down. And I'm like, so then I have to go, can you move that so I can set the, drives me insane.
It is.
Drives me insane.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Or when nobody claims their food. You're at a big table.
Oh.
And you're like, the server is holding like 17 things. Can you just listen?
Yeah.
Who got the pastrami?
I know. We have that too. But I smile. I'm like, okay, who had this? And then I'll repeat it with a little more force. Okay, who had this?
And then eventually just put it down.
And then I just set it down. Y'all figure it out for yourself. You're on your own. But no, that's just clear, you know. again, I've chalked most little problems in life. Colin and I figured this out with a lack of social awareness. Think about little annoyances of life. You can mark most of them down to a lack of social awareness.
Touche.
Think about that. It's true. Little things that bother you, it's people not being aware.
Touche,
Just saying.
family.
Let's get started. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Forgot my spoon again.
Social awareness.
It's a sad day for paternity tests. And the phrase, "You are not the father." Maury is hanging up the mic and retiring at the end of this season. Listen to this. The Maury Show launched in 1991. He wanted to retire 6 years ago. but NBC Universal bigwigs begged him to come back. Maury has handled some tough topics over the years, including, "Is my husband my brother?" "I'm scared to death of birds, peaches, and pickles."
Do that show.
Can we do that next month? Or can we do that for sweeps?
Please.
Tell Mem, we need a little bit bigger budget. "I have to tell you, I'm living a secret life." And finally, our staff's favorite, "I'm positive one of these 6 men is my baby's father."
And then it's all no. It's bad.
Let's bring them all up. Oh my goodness. See, pop culture, we're gonna miss Maury.
We are.
Well, and I thought about this. This is how weird this is. I said in the meeting, to put it in even more stark context, Maury started when executive producer Jeff and I were in high school. I was a senior, the beginning of my senior year.
And what grade was Jeff in?
Okay, and Jeff would legally like me to tell you he was a junior. Whatever.
The sticking point.
Next in the dish, Sandra Bullock was on CBS Sunday Morning on Sunday morning. She stars in the new film, The Lost City, and she talked about why this film will be her last for a little while. Look at this.
I can be creative, I can be part of a community, but right now, work in front of the camera needs to take a pause.
For how long?
I don't know. Until I don't feel like I feel now when I'm in front of a camera.
Which is?
I want to be at home. I'm not doing anyone any favors who's investing in a project if I'm saying I just want to be at home. Because I was always running. I was always running to the next thing. I just want to be present and responsible for one thing.
So you knew shooting this movie,
Yeah.
this is going to be the last one for a while.
Yeah. And I don't know what a while is. I don't know what that is. I would just love to clean out the basement.
You're being literal.
I'm literal. I have a room where all my goes for all the years. I want to go through it, and I want to see if I remember it.
Good for her. Go through that basement. Oh, and there's the bakery that she owns, that her sister does. Like that's her family's recipe. Those little buns right there. Look, good for her. I know a lot of people might say, well, good for her. It must be nice, not everyone can take. I don't begrudge her. I mean, she's been around since Speed. She's made dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of movies, and she's worked hard. We all would like to do that. I'm glad. I don't begrudge people that have that opportunity. Go be with your family. You don't owe us anything. You made While You Were Sleeping. That's all I need.
All
I love
need
that
is
movie.
just the one.
I just need While You Were Sleeping.
Just the one.
And people love Miss Congeniality.
Oh, I love that movie.
That's all we need. You've done enough for us. Go enjoy your kids.
It is cool.
Yeah, she also talked about what it is like. On a more serious note, she talked about what it's like raising 2 black children as a white, and what it taught her, what black mothers have gone through for hundreds of years. It was just an all-around good moments, sad moments. Sandy, I'm loving her, and she looks fantastic.
Oh, right? Yeah, it's a great interview.
Next in the dish, the Countess Luanne. She's apologizing after falling off the wagon and making a scene. The New York City housewife took to Instagram to apologize for making a scene at a piano bar. She has publicly battled alcoholism for a while. She says she's in recovery and taking steps to make sure that this doesn't happen again. I wasn't sure. I saw these headlines and I wasn't sure this is real. Because, the paparazzi, the Post, they like to follow the housewives, and not all the stories are 100. Sometimes they're planted by other housewives. Sonia. But this one, she made a big scene at this piano bar.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Like, she wanted them to play her song.
Chic C'est La Vie.
No, the other one.
Money Can't Buy You Class.
That one, Money Can't Buy You Class, and they didn't know it. Allegedly, they were like, we only know the basics, you know, and she was like, that's a huge song, and then she like bogarted the piano and wouldn't leave. And
Okay, now I can see why she made a scene. No, I'm just joking. They didn't know. I mean, you don't know. No, I'm just joking. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, so I guess I don't know. I guess that's what happened.
Well, and you're a public. You can't be making a scene and climbing on a piano and taking over just because they don't know Money Can't Buy You Class.
Which they should. I mean,
Well,
we get it. But
my favorite is Chic C'est La Vie, but.
Can you sing it for me? I don't remember how it goes.
Attention, this is the Countess speaking. We have arrived. Yeah.
That's all you're gonna give me?
Jims. I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing anymore.
It's a Monday.
I want people to watch our program. I don't want people to turn away. My husband, who's probably watching, is mortified. He's absolutely embarrassed. We're gonna take a break. We'll have more right after this. Back in a moment. Chic, c'est la vie. C'est bon. C'est bon. Coming up next, it's one of my guilty pleasures on Discovery Plus. I'm so excited to talk to the stars of
There will be some winners and there will be some losers.
Pig Royalty about their new season. Then, you hear them each day singing our theme song. Yam House is back. And today, we're talking to the guys about their big shot, their big opportunity on NBC. And Kendall is recapping her amazing trip to Colombia with details and stories approved by her mother. That and more when we come back. Chic, c'est la vie. C'est bon. C'est bon. I love the Countess. Welcome back. Shawn Mendes. Whew. He's still recovering from his romance with Camila Cabello. And it just now is hitting him, Kendall. He's very, very lonely. And he's posting this touching video on Instagram.
A lot of the thing that also like is resonating in the lyric for me is like, oh, you don't realize, like when you're like breaking up with someone, you like think it's the right thing. It's like you don't realize all the that comes after it. Like, which is like, who do I call when I'm like in a panic attack? Who do I call when I'm like on the edge?
I like that.
You know, and like I think that's the reality that kind of hit me. Is like, oh, I'm on my own now. Now I feel like I'm finally like I'm actually on my own, and I hate that. You know.
He like really like puts cuss words in like interesting places. I need to go to the grocery store, blank.
And you're not referring to someone.
Bananas are really expensive, blank.
Darn.
I'm gonna go blank to the grocery store. That young man likes the word like.
It's a thing.
I know, and I
Bachelor's
say it
gotten
sometimes
pretty
too,
bad.
but yeah.
Yeah.
He's an interesting one, isn't he? You know, on Mondays we get a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Please give it up for Brad from TMZ. Hi, Brad.
Good blank morning, Jason. How are you? That was odd.
Well, isn't it, Brad? It's not just me, right? It was a little odd.
Was that the writing process, or because then in the middle of it you started playing piano too? So I didn't know if like that's going to be his R-rated song coming out or what.
It was our executive producer who noticed his odd placement of cuss words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's usually like da-da-da-da-da, comma, cuss word. But he just drops it in the middle. Yeah.
He throws it wherever. Odd.
Yeah. Hey, first up, one of the leads of West Side Story won't be at the Oscars, but wait, the movie's nominated.
It's nominated. It's up for Best Film. It's up for Best Director, Best Supporting Actress. But Rachel Zegler, who is, of course, one of the leads in this movie, said that she wasn't invited to the Oscars. Now, she doesn't have a solo nomination, but you'd think with so many other nominations that this film has, the main cast would be invited. But yesterday, she surprised a lot of people when she said, you know, I'll just be watching this on my couch. Because I didn't get an invite. Now, we haven't heard from the Academy. Rachel has since tweeted again saying, hey, I really love all the support. I'm thankful to be in Hollywood. She said that she's currently working on a film over in London. So you have to imagine, even if that invite does come out, she probably won't be able to make it now that she's working on another project. But just very odd. You don't know if there was a lack of communication or what happened here.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I watch the Oscars every year. If a movie wins Best Picture at the end, and I know you know what I'm going to say, Brad, the whole cast and producers get up there.
Everybody's up there, and to think that one of the leads from this thing wasn't invited, there has to be more to this story.
Yeah, it's Maria!
Exactly, it's crazy.
Okay. Bennifer taking the next steps in their relationship, buying a big, to quote Shawn Mendes, a big Blanken house.
A big Blanken house, a $56 million home in Bel Air. You see it there. Ben and Jenna bought it. And of course, this means you gotta assume wedding bells are on the horizon for these two, because both have expressed their desire to be married. They buy this house, they bring their families together under one roof. The next step has to be getting married. So it's a pretty big purchase in more ways than one there.
Every time I see a house like that, Brad, I think to myself, you have to furnish all those rooms, you know?
You have to furnish, you have to clean, you have to pay the bills.
Yeah.
It's a project. They'll need a staff.
Finally, those that were skeptical, the Love is Blind couples actually got legally married. There's actually one?
Yeah, there's actually two. So Love is Blind 2, the season just wrapped on Netflix. Of course, people love it. And at the end, two couples said that they had gotten married. So, of course, the skeptics say, hey, okay, maybe they just do this for the cameras or whatever. But Jared and Iana and Danielle and Nick both actually got married. We pulled the records. They got married in June of 2021, right as the show wrapped filming. And no divorce docs have been filed since. So it looks like they are they're very much happily ever after, thanks to Love is Blind.
Isn't it funny, this show that's only been on a few years almost has a better track record than The Bachelor, which has been on since like the 80s.
It's quite a way for these people to meet, and there's some lasting relationships from it. It's pretty crazy.
Absolutely. To once again quote Shawn Mendes, have a blank day.
Hey, you too, and have a great blanking week.
Thank you, Brad. More of these stories at TMZ.com. Can you believe it? You hated the show, I know, but...
I just didn't give it a chance. I could give it a chance.
Give it a chance.
I'll give it a chance.
And I've heard my radio show friends said that Love is Blind Japan and Love is Blind Brazil is better because you learn, because, you know, culturally, the courting is different. Courting. What am I, 90? But a relationship, you know, well, courting, dating is different. And you learn, not only is it fun, but you learn about different cultures as far as dating and love and courting. Yeah. I'm not going to watch those, but I mean, I barely got through season 2, but.
That's what I have you and Ted for.
Yeah.
You'll just get the nice little wrapped up version of how it went.
I'm just shocked. As much as you love The Bachelor, that you didn't latch right onto this.
It's true. I've also stopped watching The Bachelor because I'm so bored of it.
Yeah. That's a good news. That's good work.
Yeah, thank you.
We're big fans of Discovery Plus around here, and one of the shows we came to love last year was about two rival families in the pig showing business. Hell yeah, that's how we roll here. I love it. Pig Royalty is back for season 2. Look at this.
Mom, you gotta look good to show good.
Every kid nowadays, if they don't have a mullet, they have a perm.
The prizes, the buckles, you know, everybody covets that.
We want y'all to win so bad that we can taste it.
Come on, Nugget!
Keep it going!
They want to beat us, we want to beat them.
When you win, you have a target on your back. Remember, lots are at stake here. People might want me to go away, but I'm not going anywhere.
I had always hoped that Nugget would get away from Michelle.
So what do you think about asking Nugget to join our team?
On Michelle's team, I never had fun.
Jody has been talking about me. Maybe I do start my own show team.
I am not gonna let him nor Michelle stop us from what we're doing.
You want to play this game? I'm going to show you how to play.
Mind your pig business and we'll mind our pig business.
And if they don't stay in their lane, we will put them in their lane.
You mind your pig business, and I'm going to mind my pig business. That is Pig Royalty. The first 2 episodes are available now on Discovery Plus. Please welcome to the show Jody and Cannon Reed. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi. Thanks for being here. Jody, I wanted to ask you, how long have you been in the pig business?
Well, everything got started when my oldest was in 3rd grade, and she's 24 now. So we've been doing this for quite a long time.
You obviously you know the folks that have become cast members with you on the show, and I always wonder this, whether it's your show or any of these reality shows like Below Deck. Did you notice an instant change in those around you once the cameras started rolling? Did people that used to be maybe mid-level drama, did they suddenly start amping it up?
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. And I will say, you definitely find out who your friends are in this situation, for sure.
Let me ask you, Cannon, do you like, I mean, obviously you like being in the business, but how long did it take you to get used to doing what you love but having a camera following you around?
It probably took me a whole season. Like the first whole season, it was weird, but I'm starting to get used to it.
Yeah, he didn't talk a whole lot during the first season, but now, you know, the crews are friends, so they make it fun, and they pick on us and we pick on them, and it's a lot of fun. So you'll see a lot more personality out of Cannon this season.
Jody, we just saw that clip, and now we're looking at more video. Talk to me about the perms. There's a pervasiveness of perms in the pig community.
There is. Right now, in the stock show world, if you don't have a perm, you have a mullet, or you have both.
Really? I am fascinated by this. Is this within the last few years?
Actually, this year. And as a matter of fact, our big show in San Antonio, they kept a mullet count on how many mullets there were in the entire show. It was pretty funny.
What is it? Let me, either Jody or Cannon, a serious question about what you do. What does it take, in your opinion, to be a good pig shower? Like, what is it? What is it that makes a good one?
A compassionate kid that has a lot of patience and a good work ethic, that is ready to work hard any given second of the day. It could be the middle of the night. You know, we get up at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, leaving for shows. It's a lot of hard work behind the scenes.
You said patience, because there's dogs and horse shows. Are pigs not the most, how do I say this? Does it take a little more patience to deal with them? They're a little more stubborn, perhaps? Is that why you said patient?
They are. They're super smart. So I think that's what makes them stubborn.
Yeah.
You know, they have good days and bad days too. And you just have to teach them. You know, when they're little, they want to play. And their way of playing is biting. So you have to teach them, no, you can't bite me. But by the end of the season, when they're around 6 months old, 300 pounds, they're big babies. You know, Cannon will get in the pen with them and just sleep.
We had the same biting problem with our photographer, Eric. We had to train him too. Jody, Cannon, thank you guys so much. I love your I love your show so much. It is what I watch when I just need to be in a good mood. You guys do good stuff, so thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having us.
You're welcome. The second season of Pig Royalty is available now on Discovery Plus. New episodes, by the way, drop on Wednesdays. And just for legal reasons, Eric has stopped the biting. We trained him out of that.
We did.
It
was hard.
We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everyone. I don't want Eric's reputation to be of a biter. No.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. You know those voices, don't you? Well, they've been a favorite of ours for years and years and years, even singing our show's theme song, writing our show's theme song, and performing it. Now the world will get a chance to become fans of Yam House just like we are. Oh, I love saying that sentence. The guys are representing Minnesota in the brand new music competition show, American Song Contest, debuting tonight on NBC. It features singers and bands from every state and territory competing for the title. Friends, give it up for Lars, Seth, Jake, and Zach, better known as the Yam House. Hi, guys. Wait a minute. First of all, wait a minute. Are you? You're sitting like you look like a nesting doll. Like one is just your, and one's tall. Thank you, Lars. Thank you. And number two, I think this is a first, you guys. Oh wait, no, Tig Notaro on Friday. Are you joining us live from one of your hotel rooms?
Yes. That's correct.
Wow.
Same hotel room.
This is a first for our show, guys. We've never gone live in a hotel room with a band.
It's a very professional set. We did the lighting.
Yeah.
Everything's amazing.
I made my bed this morning back here.
It's a big deal. We did make our beds just for this.
You. Just for you, Jason.
I don't see the bed. Show us proof. We cannot see the bed. Look at that. Look at the bed.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I purposely wanted to ask you guys because obviously, this is a new show, so all of us are unfamiliar. What's the format? Can you walk us through what all of these singing shows are so different? What's the format of this one, my friends?
Yeah, I can take a stab at this. The first round consists of 5 episodes that is going to feature all 56 artists, split between the episodes, 11 per artist. There's one episode that has 12 to get to the grand total of 56 artists. And then after all those performances are done, each one, they will have the top 4 artists from that episode advance to the next round. And then the next round starts in April. I think it's 22 artists that make it to the next round. And then there's, I think, 2 episodes for the second round, which will be like in mid to late April. And then there's a grand finale with the final 10 artists on May 9th. So that's kind of the format.
And this is, correct me if I'm wrong, but the producers who are doing this, they did Eurovision, right, guys?
Yeah,
They did. Yep. Same guy.
Same guy. Yeah. How long are you guys allowed to say, how long have you guys been out in LA? Can you say that?
Yeah, just since Saturday.
Yeah, this is day 9, I think. So.
Are you allowed? Are you sequestered? Are you allowed to go out and get like a burger or something? Or are you just locked in that room?
It's been a lot of DoorDash. There's 2 restaurants here in the hotel, which is nice. But then it's been a lot of ordering food and eating in our rooms.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it live tonight, guys, or is it pre-taped?
It is live.
Yeah, it's live.
Which is terrifying.
If we mess up, you'll see it.
You'll know.
Yeah, if I mess the lyrics up, I'm gonna call you after and cry.
Please, I'll be up. I'll take the call. Look? I know this seems like a really simple question, but what are your level of nerves? Because you guys are so good. So this is a question wrapped up in a compliment. You guys don't get a lot of stage fright, I don't think. Are you nervous because this is network TV? It's NBC. You're in LA. What's going on in your minds right now?
It's not a live show in the sense, it is a live show, but it's not a rock and roll show where we are in a club or a theater presenting live music. That's such a different headspace. So I would say like the TV energy is something, honestly, thanks to your show, we have just a touch of experience in, but it's a different headspace. So I would say I'm pretty nervous, but I'm also just very excited because I can't believe we get to do it. But how would you guys say you feel?
There's just so much leading up to one moment where, you go on a tour, you have every night to kind of give it your all. But for something like this, it's just a 2.5-minute song where you just have to give it everything you have, and that's your only shot. And so it is a lot of pressure.
How did you guys decide on the song?
They actually picked it. We sent 6 songs?
Yeah. Interesting. So you gave them a selection and then they picked it.
Kind of, more or less.
I heard that it's the Jason Show theme song, right, that they picked, right?
That's the one. Yeah.
Let's make it a good day.
Guys, before we take a break, how do we vote? Do we get to vote like America, or is it up to the panel, or how does that work?
Yeah, it would mean the world if you guys helped vote. There's 3 different ways you can vote on NBC.com, the NBC app, or TikTok. And we made a video actually on our social media yesterday kind of explaining all the ways to do that. But it would mean the world if, especially people from our home state, voted for us.
Oh, you know me. I'm an only child. I'm competitive. I don't like losing. We will help you. We will talk about this every day. And you know our viewers, if we tell them to rent a zebra, they will rent a zebra. So that's my forever joke. So they will. Okay, speaking of TikTok, when we come back, guys, I have a question for the guys. There's something very interesting that I've noticed about Yam House's TikTok. Yeah, you know what I'm going to ask.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to say. By the way, American Song Contest, again, is tonight on NBC. Be sure to support the guys. More with them when we come back. Back in a moment. Can't wait to watch and support tonight. A little viewing party with just me and Colin the dogs. We're back with the... That's how pathetic my life is. It's the guys from Yam House, Lars, Seth, Jake, and Zach. They're competing tonight in the new show on NBC, American Song Contest. Okay, now guys, we should say too, Kelly Clarkson and Snoop host. Have you guys met them yet in rehearsals or anything?
We have not.
We have not
We're
yet.
very excited to meet them hopefully tonight.
Oh, I can't wait to see you guys with Snoop. That's going to be the best visual ever.
Best.
Yeah. I mentioned you guys on TikTok. Now, you've always been good on social. You're great on Instagram. You're great on the Twitters. You just actually tweeted. But I was noticing something, guys, that's a little different on your TikTok. What word am I looking for? Nudity. I think that's the word I'm looking for. I'm noticing a trend, and specifically... although now here's the montage of just blatant nudity. Blatant nudity. Is this a tactic? This is Oprah's idea, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all Oprah. Oprah made us do
She
it.
suggested it.
No, the word I would choose, Jason, you said nudity. I would choose pandering. We're just pandering to it all.
Well, and also, if I can, now let me piggyback on my own thing. I'm noticing, now there we see Jake, but I'm noticing culprit number 1 seems to be Zach. Is that on purpose?
It's more like he's victim number 1. Yeah. I honestly am to blame. I'm the one constantly throwing it up and just trying to do the stupidest things I can think of for TikTok. And unfortunately, my target goes to Zach very often.
And Zach, how are you feeling about this?
I don't mind it. It definitely is weird. It's like, especially because my mom is on TikTok too, and she's like reading all the comments, and I'm like, yeah, this is weird.
Oh, seriously? Oh, I didn't even think about that, guys. Mom reading like the flame emojis and. Yeah. Oh God! What time do you guys have to get to rehearsal tonight?
We actually get there in the morning. We have a long day, and you are starting our day on this very big day.
Great way to start.
Oh,
yeah.
We're all honored. Here's before we run out of time, I want to. This is a compliment wrapped up into good wishings or good tidings from good tidings. This is a Christmas carol from all of us. And here's what I want to say. It's not so much a question, and I got to credit executive producer Jeff because he said this in the commercial break. On behalf of all of us here at the show, and we consider you guys family, we really hope America gets what we got about you right after your first appearance, and that's this. You guys are obviously incredibly talented, incredibly. I love your music because I'm a pop guy. But what I really hope America gets, what all of us here at the show that love you get, is I hope that they realize, like we did, the moment you guys stopped singing and the moment you guys left, every crew member and all of us said, oh my goodness, they're just such good guys. They're just such good humans. And I really hope, if I could give one note to the producers of that show, I hope they capture that. I hope they capture your spirit, because if they do, and America sees 20% of what we have seen and what we've grown to love, you will beat everybody. You will beat everybody.
Hey, we tear up, Jason. Wow. That's super nice. We need to hear that. It's a big day.
Seriously.
Yeah, thank you.
We all, and I'm not, I really mean that. And Jeff said that in the break, and I was like, he's absolutely right, because we all we became instant, and that doesn't happen a lot on the show. I mean, we have our favorites, but we became instant fans, and it's more than your talent. It's really who you guys are. And I really hope I hope it comes through those NBC cameras tonight.
Thank you
so much.
We wish you were producing the show for us after that speech. That's what we need.
Wow. I'll send Jeff over to. I'll fly Jeff to LA tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Guys, keep us updated, and the entire state will be with you. So, because the show goes all over the state now, so we will all be voting for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Break a leg tonight, guys. Don't miss Yam House tonight on NBC on the songwriting, what the American Song Contest. I want to get it right. And be sure to vote for them to advance as well. Head to yamhouse.com for more information. They're just good guys. I love them. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. My earpiece fell off. I'm a mess. I was getting all emotional with the boys. Anyway, Kendall, welcome back, everyone. Kendall's back, and we talked about it. Kendall recently went to Colombia, and it's time to hear all about it. And again, we joked last week that we couldn't do this last week because Kendall had stories that she had not shared with her mother yet.
Right.
Yeah.
My mom needed to know the thorn of the trip before I could tell all of you the thorn of the trip. But I wanted to start off with the rose. The best part was our trip to Club Havana. That picture you'll see, my sister is in it, her fiance Zach, and my husband Jordan. We went to Colombia to visit them. The two of them are living there for 2 months. Zach's mom and his family live in Colombia full time, so it was great because we got the full Colombian experience.
Yeah.
People who speak Spanish fluently, know what to do, where to go. Because I don't know if we would have gone to Colombia otherwise.
Yeah.
I mean, full disclosure. So that is why we went. But that place specifically, it was a full-on Colombian dance club. That you saw people doing salsa in front of you, this big brass band. It was exactly what you thought. And it was the funnest experience. And watching Jordan try to salsa was the highlight of my trip.
I was going to say, maybe that's revenge for misspelling your name on the birthday card.
He's a great on his own dancer, not as good with choreographed dancing. So that was really awesome. If you ever go to Cartagena, look it up. Club Havana, highlight of the trip.
Club Havana, okay.
A couple other photos that I wanted to share with you all was just the general vibe of Cartagena specifically. That's where we were. They're on the Caribbean coast. So it's the area we were in is pretty touristy, relatively speaking, for South America.
That's beautiful, Kendall.
But the city streets in the Old Town area are fantastic. It's a mix of Caribbean vibe, obviously. Oh, this is just one of those, you're on the water all the time. People like boat up to you with snacks that you can buy, like this guy when you park your boat.
I love that.
Craziest thing. You're like, is that a canoe with pineapple juice? What?
And look at that water, Kendall. Look at that water.
It's just stunning. We spend a ton of time in the water because it's so hot there.
Yeah.
It really is. It's very hot. But it's very Caribbean meets
gorgeous.
Obviously from this, so colorful. The plants are just so lush and gorgeous, and it meets that European walled city look because, of course, the conquistadors. Again, spent a lot of time on rooftops. This was a really cool pool we went to in the old walled city. In general, I think if anyone's planning, because I got a lot of questions like, did you feel safe? Was it really fun?
Yeah.
Yes, I personally felt safe the whole time. Again, I was with a lot of people who have lived in South America now, either their whole lives or for a couple of months. You should probably speak a little Spanish. It's not like if people have gone to Europe or even Mexico to a resort where people speak English. Not really there. I mean, you can get by with
sign
languages. Yeah, so you should learn. But the peso to the dollar is like 4 to 1. So everything is super cheap. You get these beautiful coffee drinks that take like 10 minutes for them to make. It's not at all like here, and it's like $1.50. It's amazing. And the food is so good, like the acai bowls, all the fruit there is just
You had me at the coffee drink. Was it good?
It was so good.
We could have just spent a whole segment on that.
Oh God, the coffee is so good.
Okay, now Kendall, this is all great.
Yeah.
I think I speak for the entire audience when I say lovely pictures.
Thank you.
Okay? That was the rose, right? What you just showed us?
That was the rose.
Why don't you, do you mind, why don't you get to the thorn of the trip?
Okay. Well, the photo we're about to show you is the last photo of my trip where I felt like a normal human being. It was right before the crash. This was the first full day we were there. We got in on Tuesday, full day of a Wednesday. Here we are sitting down at dinner.
You look
I
lovely.
Very normal,
It
right?
seems very normal, Kendall.
So I like to take trips by storm. We walk around, we explore all day. We have a couple of beers maybe here and there.
Okay.
We're running around. We took a salsa lesson because we wanted to go to that Club Havana that night.
She took a class on day one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So we were outside all day. Everybody is like, the heat is different there. But to me, I'm like, oh, it's fine. I just got back from Florida.
Yeah.
I'm fine. So we sit down, we have dinner, everything is going well. We get up and we go into this very public square because at night in Cartagena, it's like a lot of South America. It starts popping at 11 p.m. So we get to this square, we're talking about going to the club, and I look at my sister and I'm like, I don't feel well. And she's like, okay, well, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I think I need to go. And in those 3 seconds, from turning to tell my sister this, to turning to look at my husband, in my mind, I said, I can't feel my legs. Apparently, I didn't say it out loud because the next thing we knew, my husband, I was falling flat on the ground. I smacked my face on the cobblestone.
Oh,
I completely
Passed
fainted,
out?
completely passed out. Again, I was feeling totally fine right until all of a sudden I was not. My husband, meanwhile, as now we've talked about it, he goes, I thought you were doing a salsa move.
He did not.
He thought I was being dramatic and doing like a woo.
But you passed out from the heat.
I fainted from the heat, and so they didn't know what was wrong with me, though. You know, my sister's like, I've never fainted in my life, so I didn't know the signs, I didn't know the signals. So they stood me back up. I don't really remember this, but then I fell over again. The good news is this. All the Colombian women have clearly seen the white girls pass out in Cartagena because they ran over, they started spraying me in the face with hand sanitizer, which is what woke me up after 15 seconds, and all was well. I just had to kind of take it a little easier the rest of the trip, but.
Can I do that the next time, just to spray you from across the desk?
Spray me with hand sanitizer to wake me up.
We'll be right back. Back in a moment. You had to tell your mom that story first. Yeah. I'm sure it was. Welcome back, friends. It's time for the world's shortest segment. Hi. It's the ultimate house for fans of Friends. Come to the TV. Look at this. Check this out. It's a house in Houston, and it's for sale. That's a tribute to the iconic sitcom. It features furniture, cabinets, and color schemes from Friends. There are even murals on the walls and a decal of Ross on the stairs yelling, "Pivot, pivot!" The two-bed, three-bath house is about 2,000 square feet. It's on the market for $330,000. That's cool. Look at that. I love those cabinets. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Date. Welcome back. It is time for the surprise goodbye. Okay, we don't know what's in this until right now. In a battle between a bear and a pig, who do you think would win? Thanks to some video out of Connecticut, here's the answer. Watch as a bear jumps into a pig pen and the pigs fight back. Oh my goodness! A Ring camera caught the whole thing, the pair of pigs named Hammy and Mary. Didn't like the furry intruder in their pen, so they went after the bear, which eventually left the pig pen. Oh, look, the bear's like, I'm out, girl, I'm out. That is fantastic.
Sow out of there.
Because you would think the bear would win. No.
No.
Tomorrow on the show, after years of begging and pleading, producer Ted will chat with former Bachelorette Becca. Oh, really? Oh, that's great. What, Twin City Live not on yesterday tomorrow? As she returns to Minnesota to host The Bachelor Live on stage. Can't wait to meet Becca. We'll see you tomorrow. Go out there and be yourself. Nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. She likes us.